Rob Allen.
All right, still nothing. Away. All right, Tony, Ziggy, Rob, and Doug. Hey, Jake. After this group goes by, can you square up that front jump? The launch?
4 minutes left.
Thank you. All right, Ziggy, Rob, Doug, and Tony. That's your running order. Much better. All right, drivers with 3:40 left on the clock. Drivers Ziggy out front, Rob in the 2, Doug in the 3, Tony in the 4. Hot lap from Doug, 14.6. Oh, Ziggy rolls it right there on that front straight. Caution. That jump needs to be pushed in. In toward that way. Yeah, perfect. Now that curve. Oh, that rail is rotated. That outside rail,
3
the
minutes
Velcro is
left.
not pointing down. Oh, that whole rail. Is it the whole rail that's rotated? It's all the way down. There you go. Oh, much better. All right, 2:30 down, drivers, 2:30 to go. We got Ziggy out front, 18.508. Rob, 18.510. Doug on a 17, Tony on a 16. You see that tabletop, Jake? You see how they're all like kind of weird?
2
After the
minutes
race,
left.
after the race. Oh, we got Rob flipping over on that front straight. Caution on the front straight. All right, so we got Ziggy, Rob, and Doug. Doug right there, hot on Rob's heels. Oh, Rob rolls it. I think that's going to let Doug jump out in that number 2 spot. All right, so we got Ziggy, Doug, Rob, and Tony. Tony having a bit of bad luck right there. Oh, Doug upside down. Rob rolls it. Rob getting a bit squirrely. Oh, Doug rolls it. Caution on the bridge. All right, so we got Ziggy, Rob, and Doug now.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. 1 minute left. Your race leader right there, Ziggy out front. Rob in the 2. Doug in the 3, Tony in the 4.
45 seconds left. $30 left.
All right, Ziggy, Doug, Rob, and Tony. That's your running order.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still alive. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Racer X done.
Tony's done.
Ziggy done.
Ziggy's
Rob
done. Rob is done. And Doug
All drivers
is
are
done.
finished.
That is your race, drivers.
Dougzilla done. The race is
Ziggy taking
completed.
that one with the new TQ 19512.
Up next, race number 2. Mini modified buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
All right,
Race
modified
order is
buggy, you guys are
Eric,
up. Modified buggy,
J-Lo.
you guys are up. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, drivers, Eric, Mark, and Jordan, you guys are up.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
In practice? Let's run it. Huh? Servo horn? No servo saver, though? Hey, Melinda.
One minute to the start of the race. Mark. Eric. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Marshall in the middle, please. All right. You ready? You ready, Mark? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. All right, we got Mark and Eric out on track right now. All right, Mark right there across the
4 minutes
line. We
left.
got Eric across the line. Eric, 22.5 flat pace right there. TQ pace coming from Eric. Eric running a bit wide. Uh-oh. All right, Mark, Eric right there making some mid-race adjustments. All right, we got Mark out front, 17.5 5 flat. Eric right there across the line.
3 minutes left.
Oh, Eric short right there off that double. Oh, Marshall at the bridge. Marshall at the bridge. All right, Mark and Eric, that's your running order. All right, guys, up next, mini stock buggy. Heat 1 of 2. Mini stock buggy 1 of 2. You guys are up next. No, you're in race 4.
2 minutes left.
You can always throw your receiver in my car, Jordan, if you want. Are you going to be able to fix it? He's almost done. Is he going to be ready in a race and a half? All right, Mark and Eric. Mark right there, 18.510. Calm down, Mark. Calm down. All right, there's 120 left. Eric right there coming across the line. Eric having a little issue. That servo looks like. Now Mark right there. Mark holding it down in that one spot. 18.508 pace. With 4 down, 1 to go, drives 4 down,
left.
1 to go. Mark, Eric, and Jordan. Hey, John. You are not in the next race. Reshuffle.
45 seconds left.
Yeah, it's BA. Yeah. All right, drivers, 30 seconds left. Drivers, Mark out front, Eric in the 2, Jordan out of this one. All right, drivers, with 20 seconds left. Your race leader, oh, Eric rolls it right there, coming up over King Kong.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 15 on the clock. Drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. Keep going till your name is called done. Everyone is still live, even after the tone.
Mark done.
All right, Mark is done. Just waiting on Eric. Eric nursing that thing home.
All drivers are finished.
All
Eric
drivers done. Mark taking
race is
that one,
complete.
18.504.
Up next, race number 3. Mini stock buggy. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Matt Zeman, Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez, Russ Platts, Dylan Clausen.
All right, up next, going to be Matt, Colin, Russ, and Dylan.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Oh, Matt Zeman left? Matt Zeman left. Huh? Matt?
Dylan Clausen. Russ Platts.
All right, waiting on crawling. Russell and Dylan already checked in. How? You have skipped the first one.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Any marshals from that last race, please? Mark, Eric, and Jordan. I need a
30
volunteer
seconds to start
marshal
the
for
race.
Jordan, please. Anybody want to volunteer for Jordan? Nobody?
Colin
I need
Twinkle
a
Toes Gonzalez.
volunteer marshal for
15
Jordan.
seconds to the start of the race.
Jordan's trying to get his car ready for the next race. Is it ready, Jordan? All right, drivers. You guys ready? Oh, Marshall in the middle. All right, drivers. Actually, well, you're up in the next race, John. All right. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Caution on the front straight.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. Russ Platts. Dylan Clausen.
All right, drivers, your race leader. Colin coming across the line right there, 25-14 pace. Let's see if he can keep it together. All right, Colin, 25-10 TQ pace right there. Come from that Wonder Woman paint scheme. All right, drivers, Colin, Russ, and Dylan. Matt Zeman skipping out. We didn't even see him leave.
4 minutes left.
All right, so we got Colin, Russ, and Dylan. That's your running order. All right, Colin, Russ, Dylan, that's your running order. Your race leader, Colin, 25:04 pace. TQ pace coming from Wonder Woman right there.
Three minutes left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. 2 down, 3 to go. Drivers, 2 down, 3 to go. We got Colin right there in that number 1 spot, 25:01, 13.9 hot lap. Russ in that 2 spot, Dylan in the 3. All right, Colin, Russ, and Dylan. With 2:10 drivers, 2:10 left. Colin out front, Russ in the 2, Dylan in the 3.
2 minutes left.
All right, we got Colin out front, Russ in the 2, Dylan in the 3. Not charged? Is this one charged? It is? We'll charge this one. All right, drivers, your race leader right there is going to be Colin out front.
1 minute left.
25:01. Russ in that 2 spot. Dylan in the 3. Oh, we got Dylan upside down right there. Oh, Colin rolling it around backwards.
45 seconds left.
All right, Wonder Woman right there working her way off that front side double, single, single. We got Colin, Russ, and Dylan. Oh, Dylan rolls it. Colin rolls it. All right, Colin's still on TQ pace, but rolling it back to 25:02.
$15 seconds left.
Hey, Jordan.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez done.
All right, Jared's time
Russ
has
last
expired.
done.
Colin is done. Russ is done. Just waiting on Dylan. Dylan is done. That is your race
finished.
drivers.
Dylan Clausen
Colin
done.
taking that one,
The race is completed.
25:03.
Honestly, that was probably the best possible scenario, though. 'Cause
Up next, race number 4. Mini Stock Buggy. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Adam Ellis, John Duvall, J-Lo, Ziggy, Triple Crown Hitmaster.
What did you do, man? Now I gotta redo it, man. Boo.
What's up, Eric?
John Duvall. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Adam Ellis. Ziggy.
All right, Adam, John, Jordan, Ziggy, and Jake. Is it on? Hold on. Let me see the radio. Let me see the radio. Okay. All right,
Triple
drivers.
Crown
All right.
Hitmaster.
Hold on, Eric. Just waiting on Jordan to check.
1
I
minute
gotta
to
get
start the
Jordan
race.
checked in.
J-Lo.
All right. You good, Jordan? All right, drivers.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean.
John Duvall.
Oh, Marshall right there in the middle.
J-Lo. Ziggy. Triple Crown Hitmaster.
I think it's box stock, man. Marshall on the straight. All right, Jake, Adam, John, Jordan, and Ziggy.
4 minutes left.
Oh, John out of this one. All right, Jake on a 25-14. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Marshalls, look alive. Marshalls, look alive. No manicures at the moment. They're calling.
3 minutes
All
left.
right, Jake, Adam, Jordan, Ziggy, and John. Jake, hot lap 14-4. Jordan dropping way down right there. So we got Jake, Adam, Ziggy, Jordan, and John. All right, John making it back out on track. Oh, Jordan rolling it. Come on, Jordan, keep it in the middle. Keep it on all fours. All right, Jake, Adam, Ziggy, Jordan. Hot lap from Ziggy, 14-1.
2 minutes left.
So we got Jake, 25-08. Jake only 5 seconds out of TQ. $25.07 now, only 4 seconds. Don't mess him up, Jordan. All right, Jake, 25.06 now. 3 seconds out with 1:15 left. Let's see if Jake can take that. Yeah, 3 seconds. Oh, Jake's blown it.
1 minute left.
Oh, Jordan. All right, Adam, Jake now. Adam out front, 25.08. Adam just 5 seconds out. Oh, Adam puts it on his roof. Oh, that's Jordan on his roof.
30 seconds left.
Jake, you are 5 seconds out. With 20 seconds left, there's 20 seconds left. Jake now 25.07. That's 4 seconds. All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still live. Jordan's done.
Triple Crown Him Master done.
Jake is done.
Adam Ellis done. John Duvall done.
Adam's done. John's done. Just waiting on Ziggy. Oh, Marshall in the middle. Where's my Marshall from the middle? Is that a disqualification from that Marshall that was in the middle?
All drivers are finished.
All drivers
Ziggy
done. That is your race drivers.
race is completed.
Jake taking that one, 25.06. You got to finish marshalling, man. Huh? Yeah, online. Why is that? rchq.liverc.com.
Up next, race number 5.
rchq.liverc.com.
Off-road AWD. Heat 1 at 1. Race order is Eric. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. Ronnie Young.
All right, Colin, less
Julio
talking,
Alvaro.
more working. Up next, Eric, Colin, Ronnie, and Julio. Modified all-wheel drive. You guys are up.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Eric, Colin, Ronnie, and Julio.
Julio Alvaro. Ronnie Young. One minute to the start of the race. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Eric.
All right, we got them
15
all
seconds to
checked
start
in.
the
You guys
race.
all ready? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. I need my marshals from the last race. All right, time to beat. It's going to be Eric's 21,502. All right, we got Colin out front, 2502, Julio 2507, Eric 2510, Ronnie on a 12.5 flat. So we got Eric out front, 22,509, hot lap 12.6 from Eric. Apparently, Colin did a quad, but not that time. I saw the first quad, Colin.
4 minutes left.
It wasn't that good. Just kidding, just kidding. All right, Colin, Julio, Ronnie, that's your running order. All right, Eric, Colin, Julio, and Ronnie, that's your running order. Your race leader, Eric, on TQ pace right there. Gonna be that that green and the yellow right there. Working that backside double. Oh, Eric putting it on his roof right there.
3 minutes
So we got
left.
Eric, Colin, Julio, and Ronnie. Caution on the front straights. All right, drivers, Eric, Colin, Julio, Ronnie, that's your running order. Your race leader, Eric, 21.5 flat, hot lap 12.6. All right, Marshall on the left.
Two minutes left.
All right, Jars 3 down, 2 to go. Jars 3 down, 2 to go. Your race leader. It's going to be Eric out front, Colin in the 2, Julio in the 3, Ronnie in the 4. All right, Jars with 1:15 left. Eric still holding it down, 22-5-14. That green, yellow with the green right there. Green with the yellow. Off that front side quad. Double right there. Eric keeping it smooth and clean.
1 minute left.
Hey, Jake, can you kick that rail?
45 seconds left.
Perfect. All right, Eric, Colin, Ronnie, and Julio. That's your running order. Eric right there coming across the line. Oh, Eric looking
30
for that
seconds left.
triple. Coming up a little bit off to the right there. So we got Eric, Colin, Ronnie, and Julio.
Fifteen
All
seconds
right,
left.
Eric with the triple single. Oh, Eric running that rail right there. All right, drivers. Time has expired, drivers. Keep going. Your name is called.
Colin
Done.
Twinkle
Everyone's
Toes
still
is all
alive.
done.
Keep going. Colin is done. Everyone else still live.
Julio Abro done. Eric done.
Julio's done. Eric's done. Waiting on Ronnie is done.
All
That is your
drivers
race
are finished.
drivers.
Ronnie
Eric
done.
taking that one.
race is
22-5-10.
complete.
It looked all sagged out. Yeah, like it was dragging his butt.
Up next, race number 6. Box Stock Mojave.
Typical
Heat
operator
1
error.
of 2. Race order is Sean Papa, Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez, Kendall Jackson, Alexander Jackson, Jackson Papa.
All right. Mojave's Sean, Colin, Kendall, Alexander, and Jackson. You guys are up.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
What is that? Huh. Yeah?
Sean Papa, Alexander Jackson, One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Jackson Papa, 30 seconds to the start of the race. Kendall Jackson. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, waiting on. Yep.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez.
All right, drivers, all right. You ready, Colin? All right, drivers, feet behind the red line, no hanging over the rails. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. That is not the fast way around the track. All right, Colin with a triple right there. Rumor has it Colin can quad it. Oh, not like that, though. All right, drivers. Colin, Jackson, Kendall, Sean, and Alexander. All right, drivers. Sean out front, 28,503. Oh, hold on. All right, Colin out front, 16,513. Colin, 17,501 now that last time around. Oh, Colin with the cheater lap right there. You better roll that thing out a little bit. All right. Colin across the line right there, 16,507. Did you really do a 13.9? I don't think so. Oh, got a car upside down. Come on, Jordan. Chop, chop. Jordan, chop, chop. All right, all right. All right, Colin, Jackson, Alexander, Kendall, and Sean.
3 minutes left.
All right. All right, so we got Colin out front, Jackson in the 2, Alexander in the 3, Sean in the 4, Jackson in the 5. Sorry, Kendall in the 2, Alexander in the 3, Sean in the 5. All right, everybody's shifting all around right there. All right, caution, drivers, caution. All right, drivers. Your race leader right there, Colin, 17,512.
Two minutes left.
All right, Colin, Sean, Kendo, Jackson, and Alexander. All right, drivers with 115, drivers 115 left. Your race leader, Colin, holding it down 17,512. Although I think I'm gonna have to take one lap away right there. That hot lap not quite working for me.
1 minute left.
Considering that your hot lap's a 13.9 and your average is a 16. What? I didn't tell you to slow it down.
45 seconds left.
No. You actually pulled across a 13.9. No, that was a lap before that.
30 seconds left.
That was lap number 3. Well, why are all your other laps not even close? All right, here you go.
15 seconds left.
Oh man. All right, drivers, time has expired, drivers. Everyone is still alive. Drivers, keep going. Drivers, keep going.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez done.
All right, Colin is done. Everyone else still alive. Caution, drivers, caution.
Alexander Jackson done.
All right, Alexander's done. Jackson is done. Colin is done. Waiting on Kendall. Kendall is done. Waiting on Sean. Waiting on Sean. Everyone else is done. Sean is done. That is your race, drivers.
The race is completed.
Colin taking the win right there, 17-5-12.
Up next, race number 7. Box Stock Mojave. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Triple Crown Pimp Master, Ziggy, Julio Abro, Rchq, Mark, Adam Ellis.
All right, drivers, let's get them all checked in. I need my marshals from the last race, please.
Ziggy. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Adam Ellis. Rchq. Mark. Triple Crown Pimp Master.
All right, still waiting on. Oh, I think Julio's out. All right, I need my marshals from the last race, please. Less talking, more marshaling. Talking to you, Colin. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. All right, drivers. 20 seconds in. We got Ziggy out front, 18.5 flat pace. Tony in that 2, Jake in the 3. All right. Your race leader right there, Ziggy, with that red with the yellow flames. Ziggy bringing his A game today. Wanting to put it on that TQ.
4 minutes left.
So we got Ziggy out front, Tony in the 2, Adam in the 3, Jake in the 4, Mark in the 5 spot. Oh, Ziggy rolls it. Ziggy 17.501, Adam 17.504. Adam to the point now, 18.515. Adam looking to put it in that TQ spot. Let's see, where's Adam? Adam right there coming off that Godzilla. Working his way through. Adam 18.5, 16 pace right there, 15.9 hot lap. Jake with us 15.6. Oh, we got a car upside down. I think that was Mark.
Three minutes left.
3. All right, Adam, Tony, Ziggy. Oh, Jake, Ziggy, and Mark. That's your running order. Adam 18.5, 12 TQ pace right there. Come from that. From Adam Ellis right there, driving that to red, white, and blue. All right, Adam out front, Jake in the 2, Ziggy in the 3, Tony in the 4, Mark in the 5. Your top 4 right there, separated by 3.7 seconds. Jake jumping into that number 1 spot now, 18.511. Adam 18.511 with the 9. Tony with 18.513. Ziggy 17.501.
2 minutes left.
Ziggy right there coming across the line, 18.515. So your top 4 on that 18-lap pace. Let's see who can keep it clean all the way to the end with 150 left on the clock. There's 150 left. Got Adam, Jake, Tony, and Ziggy. That's your running order. Oh, Jake puts it on his roof. That's going to drop him down the field right there. Oh, Jake. Actually, that put Jake to the point. Tony to the point. Jake dropping down. Oh, Jake with another mistake right there. All right, your top 4 on TQ pace. Oh, Adam dropping out 17.5 flat. We got Tony to the point now, 18.505. Oh. Jake keeps putting it in the penalty box.
1 minute left.
With 1 minute left, Charles, 1 minute left. Tony, 18.506. Ziggy, 18.511. Jake, 18.514.
45 seconds left.
All right, Jarvis, with 30 seconds left, Jarvis, 30 seconds left. Your race
30
leader
seconds
right
left.
there, Tony. Oh, Tony in that number 1 spot. Tony's definitely cheating right there. He made that double from a standstill. All right, Tony, Jake, Ziggy, Adam, and Mark.
15 seconds
Tony,
left.
18.501, TQ pace. Come from that all-yellow car. Oh, Tony rolls it. Jake in that 2 spot, 18.513. Ziggy in the 3, 18.515. Oh, Tony rolls it again. Tony
Racer's done.
coming across the line, 18.502. Tony is done. Everyone else still alive. Keep going, drivers. Keep going. Tony's done. Ziggy is
Ziggy
done.
Mark done.
Waiting on Jake. Jake is
Triple
done.
Crown Master done.
Adam's
All
done. That
drivers
is your
are
race
finished.
lead, drivers.
Adam Ellis done. The race is completed.
Tony, 18.502. All right, drivers, all right. It is 2:34. We're going to get started with round number 2 at 2:45, drivers. 2:45, round 3. Sorry, round 3. All right, guys, we're going same order as the last time. Mini T's, you guys are up. In less than a minute.
Up next, race number 1. Mini T box stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is.
All right,
Ziggy.
there's Mini T box
Rob
stock. You guys are up.
Godzilla. Rchq.
It's going to be Ziggy, Doug, Rob, Doug, and Tony.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Ziggy, Rob, Doug, and Tony. You guys are up. Mini T's, Mini T's. I need my marshals from Box, from Mojave. It's going to be Tony, Ziggy, Jake, Adam, and Colin. The marshals, please.
1 minute to start the race. "45 seconds to start the race.
I walked away for like 2 seconds. He accidentally put the
30 seconds to start the race.
instead of putting them through the bottom, and he got this one. This side came out. This side he got stuck in there. Like that screw's not coming out.
15 seconds to start the race.
I don't know if maybe you can pop it out and get the, what's it called? I wonder if you could pry it out with this.
Rchq.
Was it loose?
No, it's not. He tightened the hell out of it. I think he stripped the nut, where the nut sits in the plastic.
I don't have time for that right now. All right. Waiting on Doug to check.
Godzilla.
There's Doug. Waiting on Rob. Don't cut it off.
I'm not cutting. I'm trying to pull it out. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to see if I can pop the whole thing out and then unscrew it one by one and then put the nut back in there.
Well, now it should come out. That's just plastic, right?
No, there's a metal nut in there, and I think he stripped out the inner plastic area. Yeah, see how the nut's just spinning in there? It's not, the bolt itself isn't stripped out. It's the plastic inner. There it is. Oh shit, where'd it go? Look on the floor somewhere. Should just be a screw with a nut on it, unless it's still stuck in here somewhere.
It's probably stuck to the motor.
Hopefully. No, I don't see it.
It's got to be stuck to the bottom of this motor.
I got a 1.5. Let me just pull it out real quick.
Rob Allen.
All right, drivers.
All right, I gotta get out there and marshal, Jordan.
Ziggy, Jake, Adam, and Colin.
He's gonna marshal.
Let me just put my tires on, his tires on my car, so he has steering.
Yeah, but he's also gotta learn to fix his own shit. That's what I've been helping him here and there, but I've been trying to get him to do it on his own.
All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot.
Man, is this that shit?
Rob Allen. Dudzilla.
I knew you did something to
Rchq
This
Racing.
car was the only fucking.
All right, Ziggy, Doug, Tony, Rob.
I don't know where the fuck it went.
Oh, Ziggy and Tony right there off the penalty box. It's got to be down here somewhere.
I didn't see it anywhere. Like, I looked.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there. It doesn't matter. It's just a little nut. Just put.
4 minutes left.
Yeah, I probably do. All right, Doug, Ziggy, Tony, and Rob. That's the running order. All right, watch out.
I'm gonna keep looking for it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there. Ziggy out front, Doug in the 2, Tony in the 3, Rob in the 4. Okay. Okay.
Three minutes left.
All right, drivers. 2 down, 3 to go. Drivers, 2 down, 3 to go. Ziggy out front. Tony in the 2, Doug in the 3, Rob in the 4. Your race leader right there, Ziggy, upside down. All right, Ziggy right there working his way through that rhythm section.
Two minutes left.
All right, Doug out front now. Ziggy in the 2. Ziggy back to the point. All right, nobody on TQ pace at the moment. All right, drivers, with 130 left. Drivers, 130 left. Ziggy out front. Doug in the 2, Tony in the 3, Rob in the 4. All right, drivers.
1 minute
Ziggy,
left.
Doug, Tony, and Rob. That's the running order.
Didn't even put the turnbuckles back in there. And you're just putting it back together. Turnbuckles aren't even on there.
All right, Jarvis, with 45 seconds left.
45
Jarvis,
seconds
45
left.
seconds left. Huh? What? Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Everything except for the motor. All right, Ziggy, Doug, Tony, and Rob.
Fifteen seconds left.
All right, Jarvis, as time is about to expire. Keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still alive. Keep going, Jarvis. Keep going.
Ziggy done.
All right. Ziggy is done. Waiting on Tony and Doug. Tony is done.
All
Doug is
drivers
done.
finished.
That is your race drivers.
Doug is done.
Ziggy taking that
Race
one.
Rchq done. The race is completed. Up next, race number 2. Mini modified buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Eric, Mark, J-Lo.
All right, up next, Eric, Mark, and Jordan.
Two minutes to start the race.
All right, wait on Eric and Mark. Jordan going to miss out on this one.
Eric. One minute to start the race. Forty-five seconds to start the race. Thirty seconds to start the race.
All right, waiting
Mark.
on Mark to check.
Fifteen seconds to start the race.
All right, you good, Mark? You good? All right, Jarvis Bridge is hot. Jarvis Bridge is hot. Getting through that first race. Took us 15 minutes. All right, drivers. On TQ right there, we got Eric with a 21.521. Oh, Eric with a roll right there, like he meant to do that.
Four minutes left.
All right, Eric out front, marking a 2. Jordan skipping out on this one. Got Eric with a new servo. All right, Eric, Mark, and Jordan. That's your running order.
Three
All right,
minutes
Eric,
left.
hot lap 13 flat. All right, drivers with 2:30 left on the clock. Drivers 2:30 left. Eric out front, marking a 2. Jordan in that number 3 spot. All right, Eric right there working that left side, coming off that backside double.
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers, 2 minutes left. Eric, Mark, and Jordan, that's your running order. Eric right there. Uh-oh. All right, Mark out front, 19,503.
One minute left.
All right, Mark, Eric, and Jordan.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
All right, drivers, Mark still holding it down with 20 seconds left. 25-15 pace. Mark looking to step it
15
up
seconds
right
left.
there. Oh, got a car upside down. No pressure, Mark. We're all watching. All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. All right,
All
drivers,
drivers are
as
finished.
time has
Mark done.
expired,
The
Mark
race is
takes that
completed.
one, 19,509. All right, up next, Mini Stock Buggy, Heat 1 and 2. Mini Stock Buggy, Heat 1 and 2. You guys are up next.
Up next, race number 3. Mini Stock
Jordan,
Buggy. Heat 1 and 2.
Ziggy, Russ,
Race
and
order is
Dylan. You guys are
JJ
up.
Lowe, Ziggy, Russ Platts, Dylan Clausen. Ziggy. Two minutes to the start of the race.
right. Jordan, Ziggy, Russ, and Dylan, you guys are up. I need my marshals from the last race, please. Mark, Eric, and some volunteers. Be much appreciated. Volunteer marshals will be much appreciated. All right, I need a marshal at King Kong.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Did you put your tires on the front? Jordan?
J-Lo.
Did you put your tires on the front? It's all right. There is no such thing as a
30
push.
seconds to the start of the race.
You just have to drive it right, man.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Rchq.
All right, waiting on Dylan. You out, Dylan? He's out? All right, drivers. Jordan, stop doing that. All right, drivers, bridge is hot, drivers, bridge is hot.
Ziggy. Rchq. Dylan Clausen.
All right, Jordan across the line, 21.506 pace. Coming from young Jordan Lawler. All right, Ziggy, 21.504. 21.502 now for Ziggy. All right, both Ziggy and Jordan on a 21-lap pace. Patience, Jordan, patience.
4 minutes left.
All right, Jordan dropping out right there, 25 flat now. Ziggy, 25 flat at 25.510. All right, Jordan, Ziggy, Dylan, Russ. That's your running order. All right, Jordan with that hot lap, 13.5. 21.505 pace coming from Jordan Lawler. Ziggy on a 25.03. Oh, Jordan with a double mistake right there. Let's see
3
where he
minutes
ends
left.
up. All right, 25.02 pace coming from Jordan. Ziggy 25.01 now. All right, Ziggy, Jordan, Dylan, and Russ. That's your running order. Ziggy 21.514, Jordan 25.03. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Ziggy, 21.513 pace. Jordan on a 21.513. All right.
2 minutes left.
All right, Ziggy, 21.512, Jordan 25.03. Jordan with that hot lap. 13-5. Jordan dropping down 25.06. Oh, Jordan upside down 25.04. Not going to do good for his overall time. Looks like Ziggy out. All right, Jordan 25.05. About 2 seconds out of TQ right there. Coming from young Jordan Lawler.
1 minute
See if
left.
he can hold it together. Oh, Jordan rolls it. All out of shape right there. With 50 seconds left, there's still a lot of time. Let's see if Jordan can reel it back in.
45 seconds left.
All right, 25.05 from young
30
Jordan
seconds left.
Lawler. .25.05 with a 0, about 2 seconds out of TQ.
15 seconds left.
All right, 25.04 with less than 10 on the clock. Oh, Jordan blows it right there. All right, Jars, keep going, Jars, keep going. Jordan gets caught at the line. 25.06 with a 5. Russ is... Everyone keep going. Waiting on Russ and Dylan.
Russ Platt's done.
Russ is done. Dylan is done. That is your race, drivers.
The race is completed.
Jordan taking that one, 25.06.
Up next, race number 4. Mini Stock Buddy. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez, Triple Crown Pimp Master, Adam Ellis, John Duvall, Adam Ellis. John Duvall.
All right, need my marshals from the last race, please. Jordan, Russ, Ziggy, and Dylan.
2 minutes
On
to the
track
start of the
right
race.
now. This should be Colin, Jake, Adam, and John. Yeah. You gotta bring. You gotta. Yeah.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Triple Crown Pimp Master.
You're so tall. I thought you were standing on a box or
15
something.
seconds to the start of the race. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez.
You guys ready? Ready? All right,
Colin
bridge is
Twinkle
hot,
Toes
drive
Gonzalez.
bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it
Triple Crown Pimp
clean.
Master. Adam Ellis. John Duvall.
Did you use the drops? All right, Jake, Adam, Colin, and John. That's the current running order. 0.2 of a second separating the top four right there. Everybody going back and forth. Got John right there on TQ pace at the moment. All right, John. Jake now to the point. John to the point. Still a lot of movement right here throughout the field.
4 minutes left.
All right, so we got John, Jake, Adam, and Colin. All right, drivers with 130 down, 3:30 to go. John, Jake, Adam, and Colin, that's your running order. All right, drivers, my tummy is eating itself because it's so hungry.
Three minutes left.
All right, drivers, John out front, 21.513 pace, TQ pace. Come from that all yellow right there, working his way through the rumble strip. John on TQ, Jake in the 2, Colin in the 3, Adam in the 4. Oh, Adam out right there with a ball cup. All right, John, 21.513 with a 6. Jake, 21.513 with a 9. Oh, looks like John losing a little bit of time right there, getting tangled up with the corner marshals. All right, marshals, keep an eye out for these cars. You don't want to step on them. Uh-oh, Jake, upside down.
2 minutes left.
All right, so we got Jake, 25.05, John, 25.08. That's your 1 and 2 right there. John and Jake right there working their way down the back straightaway. Still not fast enough. All right, John, Jake, Colin, and Adam, that's your running order. All right, John, 25.07 with the 3. Jake, 25.07 with the 9. With 1:15 left, there's still a lot of time. Anything can happen. Jake and John right there going back and forth. Colin in that number 3 spot. Adam in the 4.
One minute left.
All right, so we got John and Jake separated by 1/10 of a second.
45 seconds
It's gonna be that
left.
all yellow car and the green black. Oh, John runs it wide. Jake moves back into that number 1 spot.
.30 seconds left.
Oh, it's going to be a close one in the main right there. John and Jake pretty much nose to tail. Both cars look like they're working pretty good. John wheeling that box
15
stalker
seconds
right
left.
there. Jake with his full tilt stock build. All right, drivers, with less than 5 seconds on the clock, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. Keep going till your name is called done. Everyone is still live, even after the tone. Oh, Jake puts it in the penalty box.
Triple Crown Pimp Master done.
Jake is done.
John
John
Wall
is
done.
done. Adam is done. Colin is done. That is the race drivers.
Colin
Jake
Twinkle Toes
taking
Gonzalez
that
done.
one by the skin of
The
his
race is
teeth over
completed.
John in that number 2 spot.
Up next, race number 5.
All right, Eric,
Off-road
Colin,
AWD.
Julio,
Heat 1
and
and 1. Race order
Julio's
is
out of this one.
Eric, Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez, Julio Abro, Ronnie Young.
Second. 25:02 with a 6. It's okay. Could be better. It's a one and a 0, so about half 5/10.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1.5 seconds. All right, drivers, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie, you guys are up. All right, I need my marshals from the last race, please. Jake, John, and Adam. You not racing all-wheel drive, Colin?
Eric. 1 minute to the start of the race. .45 seconds to the start of the race. .30 seconds to the start of the race. .15 seconds to the start of the race. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez.
I need a marshal on this side. Jake, John, and Adam. Where's John? I need a marshal.
Ronnie Young.
Actually, over there, John. Jake, you get this side. John, you get that side. All right, drivers, all right. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. What? What? Dude. You know, you got to kind of square it up. You know, get it pointed in the right direction. All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. He had to go home. Oh, my God.
4 minutes left.
All right, Eric, hot lap 12-3. (12-2). All right, Colin, Eric, and Ronnie. All right, Colin out front, 22.5 flat. All right, Eric out front, 23.512. Colin, 22.506. Oh, Colin puts it on his roof right there. All right, so we got Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. That's your running order. Oh, we got a car upside down. It's going to be Colin. All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. That's your running order. All right, Jarvis, 3 down, 2 to go. Eric out front, Colin in the 2, Ronnie in the 3. All right, caution on the left side. Oh, Eric and Colin getting tangled up. Oh, Colin upside down. Caution on the bridge. Caution on the bridge.
One minute left.
Oh, Colin missing it again. Oh, man.
45 seconds left.
All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. Oh, there you go. There's number 4. All right, Eric, Colin, and
30
Ronnie.
seconds left.
That's your running order.
$15 seconds left.
Oh, that was a nice one. All right, Jars, as time is about to expire, Jars, keep going. Your name is called. Done. All right, Jars. Time has expired, drivers. Keep going. Everyone's still alive. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Eric done.
Eric's
Colin
done.
Twinkle
Colin's
Toes
done. Waiting on Ronnie. I need a Marshall over here. Ronnie
drivers
is
are
done.
finished.
That is your race drivers.
Ronnie,
Eric
done.
taking that one
The
with the
race
new
is completed.
TQ 23508.
Up next, race number 6. Box Stock Mojave. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Mark, Sean Papa, Kendall Jackson, Alexander Jackson, Jackson Papa.
All right, up next,
2 minutes to
Mojave is
start the
heat 1 of
race.
2. You guys are up next.
Kendall Jackson, One minute to the start of the race. Alexander Jackson, Mark. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jackson Papa. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Mark, Sean, Kendall, Alexander, and Jackson. Yes. All right, 2 more races in qualifying. Let's get her done. The longer it takes, the less time you get to practice. I still need Sean to check. Come on, Marshals, chop, chop. Tape for what? For what?
Sean Papa.
I got a big tear on the ramp. The gaffer's tape is over there on my workbench. Yeah, that one. Looks like Jennifer played some slow pitch softball. You play slow pitch softball? That's the good duct tape. The good gaffer's tape right there. All right, hold please, hold please. Who ripped my track? It was Colin. I know it was Colin. It's all right, Colin. Colin can sponsor the next round of carpet. It's only $10,000. All right, drivers. You guys all ready? All right, drivers. Just put them here. Here. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Here, you want that back? All right, all right. A whole bunch of cars pile up. So we got Jackson out front, marking the 2. Uh-oh. Alexander, Sean, Kendall to the point now.
Four minutes left.
Caution, drivers, caution. All right, drivers, Kendall out front, 18.508. Sean. Oh, sorry, Kendall. We've got Sean out front, marking the 2. Jackson in the 3. Kendall in the 4. Alexander in the 5.
Three minutes left.
All right, drivers, we got Mark out front. Sean in the 2, Alexander in the 3, Jackson in the 4. A lot of shorted laps right there. All right, Mark, 17.8 hot lap. All right, drivers with 3 down, 2 to go, drivers, 3 down, 2 to go.
2 minutes
Your
left.
race leader, Mark out front, 15.514. Sean in that 2 spot. Jackson in the 3. Alexander in the 4. Kendall in the 5. All right, caution at the bridge, drivers, caution at the bridge. Behind the pole. Never mind. All right, caution at the bridge, drivers, caution at the bridge. Behind you. All right, drivers. Mark still holding it down. Jackson in the 2, Sean in the 3, Alexander in the 4, Kendall in the 5. Oh, we got Mark upside down at the bridge. Caution, drivers, caution.
1 minute left.
Oh, caution on the straightaway.
$45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 40 seconds on the clock. Drivers, your race leader. Mark out front, Jackson in the 2, Sean in the 3, Alexander in the 4, Kendall in the 5 spot.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 20 on the clock. Mark out front,
15 seconds
Sean in the
left.
2, Jackson in the 3, Alexander in the 4, Kendall in the 5. All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done.
Mark done.
Mark is
Alexander
done.
Jackson done.
Alexander done. Jackson
Jackson
done.
Kendall Jackson done.
Kendall's done.
All
And
drivers are finished.
Sean is done. That
Sean
is your
Paul
race,
done.
drivers. Mark taking
The
that
race is
one.
completed.
15.511.
Up next, race number 7.
All
Boss
right,
Stock
Tony,
Mojave.
Ziggy, Jake, Adam,
P202.
and
Race order
Colin.
is Rchq, Ziggy, Triple Crown Pimp Master, Adam Ellis, Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez, Ziggy. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Tony, Ziggy, Jake, Adam, and Colin. You guys are up. I need my marshals from the last race, please. Mark, Sean, Jackson, Alexander, and Kendall.
Rchq.
Marshals, please.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Tony, Ziggy, waiting on Jake, Adam, and Colin. Marshals, Mark, Sean, Jackson,
30
Alexander, and
seconds to the start of the
Kendall.
race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, Melinda. I know what I want. I know what I want.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez.
Pretzels? Pepperoni pretzels. Sir, you made me decide what I want for lunch. You made me decide what I want for lunch. Pretzels. Did you just triple that, Ziggy? Oh. I was like, wow. They want to see a backflip, Jake. You know what you need to do? You need to fill your tires with lead, right? So the momentum carries you around. Hey, John, don't burn it out. You know,
Triple Crown Pimp Master.
what happened to Adam? All right. I wanted a little bit of a break. Chop, chop. Couldn't get it? All right, you guys ready? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Final race in qualifying. All right, we got Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Colin, Adam out of this one. All right, time to beats. Tony's 18.502. Jake on a 19.502. All right, Jake, Ziggy, Tony, Colin. That's your running order. Uh-oh. Colin out.
4 minutes left.
It was probably from that first race.
Uh-oh.
That and that. I was wondering why I was driving so bad. Because usually I'm near the top and I was way down, dude. My 5th overall? Yeah. So I'm out.
All right, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Colin, and Adam. All right, drivers, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Colin, and Adam. With 2 down, 3 to go, drivers. 2 down, 3 to go. Your race leader, Jake out front, Tony in the
3
2,
minutes
Ziggy in the
left.
3. Hot lap from Tony, 14.6. Jake with a 15.5. Ziggy with a 15.3. All right, so we got Jake out front, Tony in the 2. All right, drivers, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, and Colin. That's your running order. All right, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Colin.
2 minutes left.
With 2 minutes left, drivers, your race leader, Jake, 19.507. TQ pace right there coming from Jake. All right, drivers, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Colin, and Adam. Your race leader right there, Jake. Off that front side double, single, single.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers, less than a minute on the clock. Drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean.
$45 seconds left.
All right, drivers.
30 seconds left.
With less than 30 on the clock, drivers. Jake holding it down. 19.508. Tony on 18.506. Ziggy 18.513. Colin and Adam out.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still live. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Rchq done.
Tony's done.
Ziggy done.
Ziggy's done.
All drivers are finished.
All drivers done. That is your race, drivers.
The race is
Jake
completed.
taking that one. 19.512. All right, drivers, it's 3:52. We're going to get started at 4:15 mains, drivers. 4:15 mains.
John Duval. Fifteen one. $40.1. Kendall Jackson. $14.9. $14.7. $14.7. $25.9. Kendall Jackson. $14.6. $19.6. $14.3. $14.6. Up next, race number 1. Mini stock buggy.
All right, drivers, we're going to get started at 4:15. We're going to start out with mini stock buggy B
Dylan
main.
Clausen.
See, I'm taking 2. There's 3. There's going to be 4 drivers in a mini stock buggy. Eric. Mark. You're going to be in the
34.1.
very first race for stock buggy.
15.6.
So you're going to have a chance to battle out for the A sort, the bump. So you're in race number 1. Race 2 is going to be box stock Mojave B main. Race 3 is going to be off-road all-wheel drives.
14-6. 43.7. 14-3. 25 flat. 29.4. 23 flat. 22.8. 14-3. 17-1. Alexander Jackson. 16-3. 13-8. 13-8. 22.6. 14-2. 40.4. 14-1. 15 flat. 29.9. 'Kendall Jackson. 18-1. 57.4. 'Alexander Jackson. 15-2. 14-3. 52.1. 15-2. 14-2. 34.8. Alexander Jackson. 14-1. 24.6. 25.3. $38.7. Kendall Jackson. $14.6. $14.8. Alexander Jackson. $14.3. $15.7. 22.5. Kendall Jackson. $14.6. $26.6. 14.5. $15.1. $14.3. $42.9. Kendall Jackson. $14.3. $14.2. $21.9. $14.7. $15 flat. Alexander Jackson. Kendall Jackson. $27.8. 30 flat. Adam Ellis. 23.9, 32.6, 37.1, 33.7, 41.8, 17.7, John Duval, 34.8, 28.4, 16.3, Kendall Jackson, 31.4, 15.7, 15.6, 16.6, 15.4, 16.1, 14.7, 19.5, 23.3, Alexander Jackson, 14.8, 14.7, 14.7, 44.8, 50 flat, 16.3, 17.1, Sean Papa, Kendall Jackson, 26.4, 58.5, 31.9, 29.6, 44.2, Jackson Papa. 19.5. 21.6. 20.3. 16.2. 50.4. 26.4. 17.1. 45.1. 21.6. 42.3. 23 flat. Johnny 1.2. 16 flat. 45.5. 29.1. 16.1. 48.2. 14.8. 21.2. 33.5. 14.1. 39.1. 15.4. 35 flat. 27.3. 14.4. 14.8. 45.8. 18.6. 14.4. 54.8. 59.2. 25.2. 14.6. 26.9. 20.6. 15.7. 22.8. 32.4. 53.6. 36.7. 14.7. 15.2. 14-2. 37.6.
All right, driver's tracks closed, driver's tracks closed. Race number 1. Mini stock buggy, Ziggy, Russ, and Dylan, and Mark.
14-7.
You guys are up.
Currently up. Race number 1. Mini stock buggy. B main.
Marshals, I'm going to need my Mojave, A
Russ
main,
Dylan
Jake,
Watson.
Adam, Colin. Oh, Jake, Adam, and Colin.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Yes, Colin, you made the A sort. You're like 5th.
Ziggy.
No, Mojave. You're not even racing it? Whoa. Nope. Yeah. You still got a Marshall. This one.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Ziggy, Russ, Dylan, and Mark. You guys are up.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Dylan Clausen. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Mark.
All right, drivers, you guys all ready? Where's Russ? Russ? Uh-oh.
Russ Platts.
Well, is there some dust on it? All right, drivers, all right. All right, drivers, on pole, we got Ziggy. In that number 2 spot, it's going to be Dylan. Oh, sorry, Russ. In that number 3 spot, it's going to be Dylan. And in that number 4 spot, it's going to be Mark. Yep. Yep, perfect. All right, drivers. All right, you guys ready? All right, got 1 Marshall, 2 Marshalls. Ziggy, Tony, Jake, Adam, Colin, Mark. Adam. Where's Adam Ellis? Adam Ellis. Is that him right there? Adam, I need you to marshal. Come on, Adam. Chop, chop. All right, drivers. All right. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. This is going to be mini stock buggy, B main.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, Ziggy out to a nice clean start. Ziggy holding it down. Oh, we got a car crossed up right there. There's going to be a Russ crossing it up. All right, we got a car upside down in the middle. Caution, clear. All right, drivers. Ziggy out front, 18.513 pace. So we got Ziggy out front, Russ in the 2, Mark in the 3, Dylan in the 4. Your race leader right there coming off that infield double. Where's what? Canceled. Canceled it. No.
4 minutes left.
Because that wouldn't be stock. All right, Ziggy, Mark, Russ, and Dylan. All right, Ziggy, Mark, Russ, and Dylan. That's your running order. All right, your race leader right there up under the bridge. Mark in that 2 spot. Uh-oh. All right, so we got
3 minutes
Ziggy,
left.
Mark, Russ, and Dylan. All right, Ziggy, Mark, Russ, and Dylan. That's your running order. Ziggy right there commanding lead, 16.7 seconds over the field.
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady, 2 minutes left. All right, drivers, 1:30 left. Ziggy out front, Mark in the 2, Russ in the 3, Dylan in the 4. All right, drivers, with 1:10 left, your race leader right there coming through Godzilla. We got Ziggy in that 1 spot.
1 minute left.
Mark in the 2, Russ in the 3, Dylan in the 4.
Forty-five seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 40 seconds on the clock. Drivers, Ziggy out front, Mark in the 2, Russ in the 3, Dylan in the 4.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, with less than 30 seconds on the clock, your race leader works his way through Godzilla, coming up under the bridge.
Fifteen seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, finish the laps. Finish your laps. Your race will be done as you come across the
Ziggy
line.
done. Dylan
Ziggy
done.
takes the win.
Mark done.
Mark in the 2. Russ in that 3 spot. Dylan in the 4. And Ziggy, Mark, and Russ in the race number 3.
Up next, race number 2. Box Stock Mojave. B main. Race order is Sean Papa, Jackson Papa, Alexander Jackson, Kendall Jackson.
Yes, I need Ziggy, Mark, and Russ to the winner's circle, please. Ziggy, Mark, and Russ. Winner's circle, please.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right. Ziggy and Mark, get your cars ready to bump to that A sort.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Sean, Jackson, Alexander, and Kendall.
Kendall
Your
Jackson.
B sort.
Alexander Jackson. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Sean Papa.
All right, I need my marshals from the last race, please. Ziggy, Mark, Russ, and Dylan. Marshals, please.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Looks like we got them all ready. All right, drivers, this is going to be our B sort. All right, on pole, we got Sean. In that number 2 spot is going to be Jackson. In the number 3 spot is going to be Alexander. Yeah, we can do it like that. And in the number 4 spot, it's going to be Kendall. All right, when you guys are getting cheered for, there's a camera right there. You guys got to wave to the camera and be like, hey. All right. Sorry. Yeah, so it can see everything that you're doing over there. All right, Jackson? Everything. I'm just kidding. All right, drivers, all right. This is going to be for 2 bump spots to the A sort. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Box Stock Mojave B main.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Oh, we got Sean and Jackson right there. Off to a killer start. Jackson working his way around. All right, Jackson to the point. Oh, Sean getting tangled up. That's going to allow Kendall up to the number 2 spot. Alexander's up to the 3. We got Jackson right there in that number 1. All right, Jackson keeping it smooth and clean. Oh, coming up a little bit short right there, coming up over the tabletop. We got Jackson out front, though. Let's see who comes across in that number 2 spot. It's going to be Alexander in that number 2. Oh, Alexander gets a little crossed up. Here comes Sean. All right, your race leader. Oh, Jackson puts it on his roof right there. Losing a little bit of time, but still with a commanding lead. 10 seconds up on Alexander. Now it's going to be, I think, Sean now up to that 2 spot. So your race leader, your race leader working his way around, coming through that rhythm section. Up under the bridge, Jackson out front, Sean in the 2, Kendall in the 3, Alexander in that number 4 spot. All right, drivers Jackson, Sean, Kendall, and Alexander. That's your running order. All right, Jackson, right there. Holding it down in that number 1 spot. Sean in the 2, Kendall in the 3, Alexander in the 4. Jackson coming across the line. Up over that front side double. Gets it back on all 4s. Your race leader with 2:30 down, drivers 2:30 to go. Oh, Jackson rolls it. Sean right there in that number 2 spot. Oh, Jackson, Godzilla. All right, Jackson still holding it down, but Sean right there. Oh, Sean gets it spun out. We got Jackson. Oh, Jackson rolls it again. Sean rolls it. All right, Jackson right there working his way around. Sean right there in that number 2 spot. That's your 1-2 battle. Father and son right there. Sean upside down. Here comes Jackson keeping it smooth and clean. Oh, Jackson rolls it coming out of the rhythm section. Jackson right there coming up under the bridge. We got Jackson in that 1 spot. Sean in the 2. Kendall in that number 3 spot. Kendall right there. Oh, Kendall off the track. Kendall trying to get into that bump position. Sitting in that number 3 spot. Well, we got Jackson all the while right there in that number 1 spot. Oh, Sean rolls it. Jackson breathes a sigh of relief right there. But, oh, Jackson puts it off the track right there. Marshall. That's going to allow Sean to the point now. Marshall on the left. Oh, Sean right there getting rolled over. A huge pileup right there off that left side. All right, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. 1 minute left, drivers, 1 minute left. Jackson, Sean, Kendall, and Alexander.
1 minute
All right,
left.
Jackson right there getting caught up. Jackson makes it under the bridge. Kendall out to the point now. All right, Kendall right there, that red with the black. Oh, runs it a little bit wide. Jackson up to that 2 spot. Oh, looks like Sean up to the 2 now. Oh, all 3 cars off the track right there. Oh, Sean rolling it. Kendall walking away with this one with 30 seconds left, drivers. So we got Kendall, Jackson, Sean, and Alexander. Uh-oh. Kendall rolls it, puts it on his side.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 15 seconds on the clock. Here comes Jackson. Jackson, 2.7 seconds back. Jackson, you got to go the long way. Your lap's not going to count.
Alexander Jackson done.
All right, drivers, time has expired, drivers.
Kendall Jackson done.
All right, Kendall takes the win.
Sean Papa done.
Sean in
All
that
drivers
2
are finished.
spot.
Jackson Papa
And
done.
Jackson in the
The
3.
race is completed.
All right, all drivers done. Kendall, Sean, and Jackson to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 3. Off-road AWD. A main. Race
All
order
right,
is
off-road all-wheel
Eric,
drive. You guys are up
Colin, Twinkle,
next.
Toes,
Eric,
Gonzalez,
Colin, and
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Eric, Colin, oh, sorry, Kendall, Sean, and Jackson. Kendall, winner's circle.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Hey, Eric. Hey. Hey. Amelia. Amelia. Babe.
1 minute to the start of the race. Ronnie Young. Eric.
Nip it in the
45
butt.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie.
Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, what was that? Did you end up right in that corner?
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
What wood? Why is there a wood under that ramp? That's not where it goes. It's supposed to go on the launch. Take it out. Oh, don't mess with it. Marshall on the front. All right, all right. All right, drivers. All right, looks like you guys are all ready. On pole, Eric. In that number 2 spot, it's going to be Colin. And that number 3 spot, Ronnie. All right, drivers. All right. You guys got to get that lined up right. There you go. All right. Better. Ronnie, back it up. You're in the 3 spot, not the 2. All right, drivers. All right. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, Eric got a nice clean start right there. So we got Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie puts it on his roof right there. All right, so Eric, Colin with that quad out of the gate. Oh, Eric makes a mistake right there. Gets tangled up with Colin. Colin crashing on that. All right, so we got Eric, Colin, Colin and Eric now. Colin to the point, Eric in the 2. Eric to the point now. All right, that's your 1 and 2 right there. Colin with a double. Oh, man, Colin almost takes out the Marshall and half the store. All right, so we got
5 minutes
Eric
left.
right there, double. Colin with the rail ride landing. So we got Eric out front, Colin in the 2, Ronnie in the 3 spot. Let's see your race leader. Eric right there, triple single. Colin double, single. All right, hot lap from Eric, 11.9. All right, Eric right there with that triple single once again. Oh, Colin off the track. All right, Eric with a 11.1 second lead now over Colin.
Four minutes left.
Oh, Eric off track right there. Colin upside down. Ronnie taking out Godzilla. What did he do to you, Ronnie? All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie, that's your running order. All right, drivers, Eric holding it down. Oh, Eric puts it off the track right there. All right, so let's see. Is that going to put no, Colin's still a lap down. All right, 15.6 seconds. Oh, Eric and Colin tangled up right there. Just crashing on their own, but looked like they were tangled up.
3 minutes left.
All right, so we got Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. All right. Thank you very much, Jackson. All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie. That's your running order. All right, Colin right there. Oh, Colin rolls off the double. All right, drivers. Eric, Colin, Ronnie. That's your running order. Eric keeping it smooth and clean. All right, Eric, triple single right there. Very nice. Oh, caution, drivers, caution.
Two minutes left.
Oh, Eric puts it in the penalty box, jumps right back out. With 2 minutes left, drivers, 2 minutes left. Got Eric, Colin, Ronnie. That's your running order. Eric right there through Godzilla, keeping it smooth and clean. All right, Eric making that pass on Colin, coming out of that double-double. Oh, Colin with the quad takes out the race leader. That's how he rolls. All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie, that's your running order. All right, drivers. Eric, 27.6, 11 pace right there. Hot lap, 11.8. Colin with a 12.5. So we got Eric out front. Oh, Eric rolls it. Oh, Eric losing a little bit of time right there. Colin trying to get some back. Oh, we got Ronnie on his side. Marshall there to save the day. Let's see, Colin comes across the line. Oh, Colin trying to take out the Marshall right there.
30 seconds
What did
left.
Kendall do to you? All right, with 25 seconds left, there's 25 seconds left. Coming up, Mini T box stock. You guys are up next. So we got Eric, Colin, and Ronnie.
15 seconds
Colin
left.
right there still making that backside quad, a front side quad. All right, Eric, Colin, and Ronnie, as time has expired, drivers, your race be done. As you come across the line,
Done.
Eric takes the win.
Ronnie, done. All drivers are
Colin in the 2, Ronnie in the 3.
The race is completed.
Eric, Colin, and Ronnie for the Rchq Racing.
Up next, race number 4. Mini T box stock. Race order is. Rob Allen. Rchq.
All right, Ziggy, Doug, and Tony, you guys are up next. Mini T box stock.
2 minutes to start the race.
All right, Ziggy, Doug, and Tony. I need my marshals, Eric, Colin,
Rchq.
and Ronnie. Marshals, please.
Ziggy. Dougzilla. 1 minute to start the race. "45 seconds to start the race.
All right, I need my
30 seconds to
marshals,
start the race.
marshals, Ronnie and Colin. All right, drivers on pole. We got Ziggy. And that number 2 spot's going to be Doug Vaughn. In the number 3 spot, you know he's got to be cheating. It's Tony Hall. Just kidding, Tony. Just kidding. All right, drivers. All right. This is going to be our Mini T box stock A main. Drivers ready. Marshals ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, Ziggy off to a nice clean start. Oh, Tony puts it in the penalty box out of the gate. We got Doug jumping over Ziggy right there. Jumping into that one spot. Oh, Doug looking for the short way around. Not able to make it stick. We got Ziggy back to the point now. Ziggy getting a little bit squirrely as he works his way, coming up under the bridge, out onto the front straightaway. Ziggy in that one spot, Doug in the 2, Tony in the 3. The field spreading out just a little bit. Did I see Tony just make the triple on the front straight? Oh, we got Doug upside down calling. Pay attention. Yeah, eyes behind the back of your head. Come on, chop, chop. All right, all right. So we got Ziggy out front, Tony in the 2, Doug in the 3. Ziggy right there through the rumble strips, coming up onto the bridge, out onto the front straightaway. Double, single, single right there coming from Ziggy. Tony in that 2 spot.
4 minutes left.
Doug in the 3. All right, Tony and Doug. Oh, Tony rolls it. Doug rolls it. All right, so we got that yellow and the white racing it out all the while. Ziggy putting them a lap down. We got Ziggy, Doug, and Tony. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Tony looking for that shortcut. So we got Ziggy upside down. Doug taking his lap back. Now Ziggy putting the lap back down. Doug dropping from the 2 to the 3. Tony back up to that number 2 spot. All right, so we got Ziggy, Tony, and Doug. That's your 1, 2, and 3 right there. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. With 2 down, 3 to go,
3
There's
minutes
2
left.
down, 3 to go. Your race leader. It's going to be Ziggy out front, Tony in the 2. Oh, Tony rolls it. Doug right there going to be closing up that gap. That's your 2-3 battle right there. Yellow car and the white car. Doug right there working his way around. Going to try and take it from Tony. Tony almost puts it off the track right there. But you know what they say, almost only good in horseshoes. Oh, Tony rolls it. That puts Doug to the 2 spot now. Doug going to be trying to chase down Ziggy. Keep Ziggy honest right there. So we got Ziggy still out in that 1 spot. Tony rolls it coming up over the sand pit. All right, Ziggy, Doug, and Tony, that's your 1, 2, and 3. Ziggy right there working his way through the rumble strips up around the
2 minutes
bridge.
left.
Ziggy in that 1. Doug in the 2. Tony in the 3. All right, driver Ziggy, Doug, and Tony, that's your running order. All right, drivers with 110 left on the clock. Drivers 110 left. Ziggy holding it down. Ziggy right there coming off that backside double through the midfield Godzilla up through the
1
rhythm
minute
section.
left.
So we got Ziggy, Doug, and Tony. That's your 1, 2, and 3.
Forty-five seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 40 seconds on the clock. Ziggy out front, Doug in the 2, Tony in the 3.
Thirty seconds left.
All right, drivers, with less than 30 on the clock, your race leader, Ziggy, working his way off the front side, double, single, single. Oh, caution, caution, drivers.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time is about to expire, drivers, this is going to be it. Time has expired, drivers. Finish your laps. Your race will be done as
Racer
you come
X
across the line. Tony is done. Ziggy taking the win.
Ziggy done.
And
All
Doug in the
drivers are
2
finished.
spot.
Doug Gilligan.
Ziggy takes the win right there. Doug in the 2, Tony in the 3. And Ziggy, Doug, and Tony the race number 3. Yes.
Up next, race number 5. Mini Stock Buddy. Amen. Race order is.
The exact
Triple
date,
Crown
Ronnie,
Contest.
please ask Melinda.
John Duval. Colin Twinkle Toes
Melinda knows
Gonzalez.
the exact date. I don't
J-Lo.
know the exact date.
Adam Ellis. Ziggy. Mark. Two minutes to the start of the race. John Duval.
All right.
1 minute to the start
Hey,
of
Mark.
the race.
Mark.
Triple Crown Pimp Master. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I need my marshals from Mini T.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Adam Ellis.
All right, drivers. All right. Jordan's back to his A car, looks like.
J-Lo.
All right,
Ziggy.
Ziggy and Mark. I need Ziggy and Mark to check. I need marshals, Mini T marshals. I need some volunteer marshals. Any volunteers would be much appreciated.
Mark.
All right, drivers. All right. Thank you guys very much for my volunteer marshals. I have anybody on that side? Huh? Yes. Yes. You just go right here. Well, everyone else is racing. Yeah. And all right, drivers. All right. Jake's got music in his ears. All right, drivers. On pole, Jake Maloney in that number 2 spot, coming out of retirement in his very first race here indoors at RCHQ. John Duvall. And that number 3 spot is going to be Colin. And in that number 4 spot is going to be Jordan Lawler. In the number 5 spot is going to be Adam Ellis. In the number 6 spot, it's going to be Ziggy. And in that number 7 spot, it's going to be Mark. No, you can't be there. All right, drivers, we're just waiting on Doug. Take that spot back. All right, drivers, all right. All right, drivers, this is going to be our mini stock buggy A-main, 7 minutes. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Oh, Jake, a little bit of lag off the line. Oh, grabs the rail, piles it all up. Oh, man, we got Colin and and Jake right there. We got Jordan to the point now. Got Ziggy in a 2. Uh-oh. John with a rough start as well. Oh, Ziggy taking over that 1 spot now. Jordan in a 2. Oh, side by side right there. Open wheel action. Ziggy ducks up the inside. Jordan takes the inside back. All right, side by side right there. It's going to be that white, black, and the red, yellow. That's your 1 and 2. Adam Ellis in that number 3 spot with that all yellow car. All right, so let's see your 1-2 battle right there. Working our way through Godzilla.
6 minutes
Jordan
left.
holding it down. Ziggy in that 2 spot. Lots of time drivers, anything can happen. Oh, your race leader upside down. Oh, gets tangled up with Ziggy. Oh, Jordan looking for a way back around. Jordan and Ziggy. Oh, Ziggy puts it off the wrong side of the track. So we got Jordan back to the point now. Ziggy in the 2. Oh, Ziggy offline as well. Oh, caution in the middle, drivers. Caution in the middle. Oh, Ziggy upside down. Oh, Jordan upside down. Marshall at the front. Stay right there, Russell. Oh. All right, so now your race leader right there, Ziggy to the point. Colin in the 2. Adam in the 3. Jordan dropping to the 4 spot. Uh-oh.
5 minutes left.
John upside down. Marshall. All right, Colin is Jordan. Colin to the point now. Uh-oh, Colin upside down. Self-inflicted right there. Hey, Colin, when you land on a jump, you have to be straight. Oh, Marshall on the wall. Marshall on the wall ride. Wall ride, wall ride. No, that wasn't, he didn't land on a jump. All right, so we got Colin out front. Lucky. Ziggy in that 2 spot. Adam in 3. Jordan dropping to the 4. Oh, man.
Left.
Hey, Colin, stop turning after the jump. All right, let's see. We got Ziggy to the point now. So we got Ziggy and Adam. Oh, Ziggy and Colin right there. Adam down in that number 3 spot. Adam with that yellow with the yellow. So we got Ziggy, Colin, Jordan, Adam, Mark, Jake, and John. All right, so let's see Ziggy and Colin. Ziggy right there through Godzilla. Here comes Colin through Godzilla. Oh, Colin getting a little bit squirrely right there, trying to get by Adam Ellis. Jordan up to the 3. Oh, we need a car. Marshall right here in the middle. Caution. Thank you, Russell. All right, Ziggy, Colin, Jordan,
3 minutes left.
Adam, Jake, and Mark. Uh-oh. Colin right there coming up under the bridge. Ziggy right there keeping a good gap right there to Colin. Ziggy looking to take down the whole field with his box stock Mini B. Oh, Ziggy gets a little tangled up. Colin takes over the 1 spot now. All right, where is Jordan? Jordan right there coming across the line. Colin and Ziggy right there. That's your battle. Clear car and the red yellow. Oh, Ziggy rolls it over right there. Gives it to Colin. All right, Colin right there coming off that front side. Double, single.
2
So let's
minutes
see
left.
Ziggy right there. Where is Jordan? There's Jordan. Oh, Jordan crosses it up. All right, so we got Colin, Ziggy, Jordan, Adam, Mark, Jake, and John. All right, we got Colin right there, your race leader. Ziggy in that 2 spot. Where's Ziggy at? Ziggy right there off that backside double. All right, your race leader right there, front side double, single, single. That Wonder Woman livery with
1 minute
Colin,
left.
Ziggy, Jordan, Adam, and Mark, Jake, and John with 1 minute left, drivers. 1 minute left. Your race leader, Ziggy, right there up under the bridge now. There's going to be Ziggy
45
and
seconds
Colin
left.
racing it up. Oh, Mark, looks like, yeah, Mark getting tangled up in your lead battle. Those are your leaders, Mark. Oh, Colin rolls it over. Gets a little bit squirrely right there. Oh, that might be all she wrote with 30 seconds left. Ziggy, red with the yellow flames. Self-inflicted right there by Colin with 15 seconds left. Oh, we got 2 cars upside down on the backside. Caution, drivers, caution with 10 seconds left, drivers. Your race leader right there makes it by for 1 more lap. Ziggy waving to the crowd as he goes off that front side double, single, single. Colin is done. Jordan's done. Adam is done. Ziggy takes the win. All drivers are done. Ziggy, Colin, and Adam to the winner's circle, please. Adam.
Up next, race number 6. Box Stock Mojave. A main. Race order is Triple Crown Pimp Master. Racer X. Ziggy. Adam Ellis. Colin Twinkle Toes Gonzalez. Mark. Kendall Jackson. Sean Papa. Two minutes to the start of the race.
In a little bit. All right. Box Stock Mojaves. Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Adam, Colin is out. Mark, Kendall, and Sean.
One minute to the start of the race.
Kendall, you bumped to the A.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Sean, are you going to race it? I already took you out.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Racer X. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, need my marshals from the last race, please. Yep. Jordan, John, Mark, Oh, Mark's in this race.
Kendall Jackson. Mark.
All right, Jake, Tony, Ziggy, Adam, Mark, Kendall, and Sean. I need marshals. Who do I got? I got John, Jordan, Colin. Hey, Jackson, you want to come marshal? Thank you, young man. Let me get you to marshal down there in that far corner. Right there, right there.
Triple Crown Pimp Master.
Hey, Colin. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's okay. I'm trying to determine. Yeah. No. I need you to come through the middle. Yeah, right there. Yeah. All right, drivers. All right. I need Sean to check, please. Sean, check.
Sean Papa.
All right, drivers. On pole, it's going to be Jake Maloney. In that number 2 spot, Tony Hall. In the number 3 spot, it's going to be Ziggy. In that number 4 spot, it's going to be Adam. In the number 5 spot, it's going to be Mark. In the number 6 spot, it's going to be Kendall. And in that number 8 spot, it's going to be Sean. All right, drivers, all right. This is going to be our final race of the day. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Box, stock, Mojave, Amen.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, drivers, all right. You guys ready? All right, drivers.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, Jake. Tony rolls it over. Ziggy with that ballistic start right there from that number 3 spot. Oh, Jake rolls it. Ziggy jumps into that 1 spot. It's going to be, I think, Adam Ellis right there in the number 2. All right, so we got Ziggy, Adam, Jake, Mark, Sean, Tony, and Kendall. Oh, we got a car upside down. Thank you very much, Jackson. Oh, Ziggy's broken. Caution at the line. All right, Jake was on the point now. It's going to be, I think, Tony. Oh, Tony's not counting. Uh-oh.
Six minutes left.
Tony, you are not counting. All right, so we got Jake out front. Adam in that 2 spot. Green and the white, red, white, and blue as your 1 and 2. Tony out with no transponder. So we got Jake, Adam, Sean, Mark, Kendall, Ziggy, and Tony. All right, so we got Jake and Adam right there. That's the green and the white. Oh, Adam. Jake makes a mistake. Adam jumps into that number 1 spot. Oh, Adam getting crossed up right there. Marshall in the middle. Jake takes back over.
5 minutes left.
All right, so we got Jake, Adam, Sean, Mark, Kendall, Ziggy. Oh, Ziggy out. Broke. All right, Ziggy's out. All right, so we got Jake, Adam, Sean, Mark, and Kendall. All right, Jake, Adam, and Sean, Mark, and Kendall. That's your running order. Your race leader.
Four minutes left.
All right, your race leader right there, Jake. That green with the black. Holding it down in that number 1 spot. Oh, Jake rolls it. Gets a little bit of a push right there from Sean. We got Jake, Adam, and Mark. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Marshall in the middle. Marshall in the middle. Caution, caution. Clear. All right, drivers. Jake out front. Adam in the 2. Mark in the 3. Sean in the 4. Kendall in the 5 spot. All right, drivers, your race leader right there with 4 down, 3 to go. Drivers, 4 down, 3 to go.
3 minutes left.
Jake working his way through Godzilla, coming up through that rhythm section, up under the bridge. Jake in the 1, Adam in the 2, Mark in the 3, Sean in the 4, Kendall in the 5 spot. Ziggy out, Tony out. All right, drivers, caution on the front straight. It's clear. All right, Jake, Adam, Mark, Sean, and Kendall with 2 minutes left. Drivers, 2 minutes left. Your race leader, Jake out
2 minutes
front,
left.
Adam in the 2, Mark in the 3, Sean in the 4, Kendall in the 5. Hot lap from Adam Ellis, 15-1. Oh, Jake getting crossed up right there. But commanding lead right there from Triple Crown. Jake with a 16.4-second lead. Oh, Adam rolls it over. All right, Marshall's on point right there.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, 1 minute left. Drivers, 1 minute left.
$45 seconds
That's
left.
because he didn't crash. All right, Jake, Adam, Mark, Sean, Kendall. That's your running order.
$30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, we're less than 30. All right, drivers, less than 30 seconds on the clock. 20 seconds left. Jake,
15 seconds
Adam,
left.
Mark, Sean, Kendall. That's your running order. Your race leader right there coming up under the bridge, making it by for one more lap. Jake waves to the crowd as he goes by off that front side. Double. Time has expired, drivers. Your race will be done
Adam
as you
done.
come across the line.
Kendall Jackson done.
Adam's done.
Triple Crown Pin
Jake
Master done.
taking the
Sean Bobby
win.
done.
Adam in the 2 and Mark in the 3. And Jake, Adam, and Mark to the winner's circle, please. All right, Jake, Adam, and Mark to the winner's circle, please. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming out to our Saturday off-road. This is our first race off-rotation. Next week, we're going into full on-road racing. And then a week of mini-Z. Then we're going to be getting back into our point series.
The race is completed.
Huh? All right, drivers. Once again, thank you guys for coming out to our Saturday off-road. We'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget, pay your bills and clean up your pits because only Marley's mom works here. Yours does.